Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today, I wanted to share something extremely personal, something I haven't talked about with anyone until now. I felt that it was time to tell my story. From the outside, manifestation, the law of attraction, vision boards, and quantum jumping seem harmless, even empowering. But what I experienced nearly destroyed my life. I am not here to scare anyone, but only to share my experiences without knowing what I was doing. I lost everything. A middle-class life and a nice paying career, paying six figures where I got to travel and experience the world for a living. Then my curiosity almost made me homeless. I fell into a spiral of social media misinformation, spiritual deception, and online gurus who manipulated people to buy their course to elevate themselves to their millionaire self. I pulled all my 401 in savings. All of it. It dwindled down to the last dollar. But I survived, and I'm here because of Jesus. And I know that for many people out there, the very mention of his name might make some people spiral, but he truly saved my life. This is the first video in a series where I'll break down how these traps work and how to protect yourself. Let's start at the beginning. It was spring of 2020. The world was shut down, everyone felt uncertain, and I was searching for hope, just like millions of others. No one knew exactly what was going on or what would come next. I lost my job and was given a severance that would later run out until I found anything that could cover at least my rent. Like everyone else, I found myself on social media for hours without end. I was there looking for answers or guidance as to what to do next. That's when YouTube's algorithm started feeding me video after video about manifesting your dream life, quantum jumping, attract your specific person, timeline shifting, and instant results. As if my life needed any more altering than what the world shutdown brought. I felt victim to it all without a backup plan. I felt as if I needed an escape out of this strange timeline. I wanted to secure my livelihood and protect myself from whatever was to come. I wasn't looking for any of this, but I got caught in the net, watching video after video, thinking you finally understood how to trust and let go, bend reality. I really had no idea because all I was trying to do was pay my bills and not get forced into a spiritual awakening which was going to happen anyway, since I was far deep in the rabbit hole. Maybe you know what that feels like. You watch one video, then another, and suddenly, your entire feed is manifestation coaches and self-proclaimed esoteric gurus. I thought I was only skimming into spiritual awakening. I had no idea I was deep diving in it. But I also was stepping into a trap. Manifestation videos promise control. Control over relationships, control over outcomes, control over your life. And when the world feels chaotic, that message hits hard. I started doing everything they said. Scripting, affirmations, visualizing your SP, vision boards, robotic affirming, forcing a quantum jump, and pretending to be someone that wasn't myself by faking it. Listening to manifestation subliminals all night long without knowing what I was really listening to. The more I listened, the more I believed that everything was a sign or a synchronicity. Every thought I had, I thought I manifested. I manifested isolation and loneliness. And every loss I suffered, I thought it was my fault for not vibrating high enough. This mindset becomes a prison and strange. People don't talk about the dark side of this stuff, but I will, because I lived it. I can tell you what is real and what happens if you're not careful with any of this. I can tell you what works and what doesn't work, even if you paid thousands for the answer. I manifested the wrong relationships. Toxic, draining, spiritual chaos. People who turn out to be wizards, warlocks, and even worse. I spiraled so far into the New Age world that I didn't know what was real anymore. I listened to live streams of people claiming they were connected to aliens and false light, receiving secret downloads and messages from other universes. Ahead of an upcoming disclosure, chosen, ascended, part of some cosmic battle or a war of the worlds. It sounds wild to say out loud. But when you're vulnerable, isolated, and desperate for direction, these things feel like answers since we were fed so much garbage during the shutdown. And while I was chasing all of this, I lost my stability, I lost my money, I lost relationships, I nearly lost my home and almost my mind. This wasn't psychosis. I almost disappeared into this world completely. When everything collapsed, I hit a moment of complete exhaustion. I didn't know if I was in the void state or if I was even still here. Not sure what the simulation or smart rendering would feed me next. I had followed every manifestation rule, every affirmation, every ritual, every suggestion based on these expert pros. And instead of manifesting abundance, my life was falling apart. And in that moment, when I felt spiritually suffocated, one name came to me: Jesus. Surrender it all to him because he can only build you back. Not a higher vibration, not a spirit guide, not an ascended master. But Jesus, just speaking his name broke something. A heaviness lifted from all the spiritual attacks. No one talks about the spiritual warfare that you experience. There is no straight line. A clarity hit me that I had not felt in years. Many people cringe at his name because they've only heard religion, not relationships with Jesus. But he saved me. Literally, this isn't fear-mongering. This is reality. Here's why manifestation and New Age practices can be dangerous. They can teach self-worship, not healing. Some of us need healing from past traumatic experiences. They blame you for suffering. Your vibration is wrong. They tell you to sit there and do nothing. So should we sit there and allow your electricity to be cut off too? They open doors to manipulation, especially by online gurus. You see them in their lavish homes, and you get clickbaited into the illusion that if you're dumb enough to buy the course, just so you can make it out alive. They create obsession, especially around manifesting relationships. You're not using enough telepathy. They detach you from reality. Chasing signs, numbers, wonders, timelines, quantum shifts. They replace faith with delusion, control, and fantasy. They trap you in endless content loops because you always feel like you're one step away from finally creating your new dream life. This is the sign, or they make you think that you passed a test for the final breakthrough. Even vision boards can become the ultimate trap, especially when you use images from exes that you are trying to manipulate from their own free will. I found this to be completely wrong. You stare at pictures of the life you want until you resent the life you have, rather than spending this energy on gratitude and appreciation of the things you have. If you're in the rabbit hole, if you've been watching manifestation videos for hours, if you feel confused, spiritually drained, or like life keeps getting worse, you're not crazy, and you're not weak, and you're not alone. Manifestation is real, and it really works, but a lot of information that is out there is designed to hook you with hope and keep you trapped with guilt when it doesn't work. I'm making this series because I don't want anyone else to lose the years that I lost. And I definitely don't want anyone to lose themselves. There is a way out. And there is real truth and real healing. Thank you for listening to my story. I can assure you that there is a lot more, and you may want to stick around for how it all turned out for me. This is just the beginning. In the next videos, I'll be breaking down how manifestation algorithms target vulnerable people, the psychology behind SP manifestation, the truth about vision boards, why the New Age movement exploded during 2020, and how I healed spiritually after my final surrender. If you've gone through something similar or feel stuck in this world right now, share your story in the comments. You're not alone. And if you're curious about how Jesus saved me and how that changed everything, that's coming next. Please like, share, and subscribe so we can help more people avoid these traps. See you in the next episode.